AI deepfake porn humiliated me, says Penny Mordaunt. We're going to read into this more from the BBC, you guys. So it says here that the former Conservative Cabinet Minister Penny Mordaunt has spoken about how shaken she was to learn that she was the victim of deliberately humiliating and violent deepfake porn when serving as an MP. It is not just sadly her, but it is other MPs that have been succumbed to this as well. Now, I want to make something very clear before we go any further. Just a reminder to hit the like and share, and to share this across social media so others are notified of this video. If you can do them for me, we appreciate. Regardless of her politics, her political ideology, whatever you might think of her from that political point of view, and trust me, I'm not a fan of her politics. I'm not a fan of her in any way, shape, or form. Here, what happened to her with regards to this is absolutely disgusting and revolting, and it should not happen to any woman. It should not happen to anyone for any of that matter. And unfortunately, we have a lot of sick men out there who don't understand what they are doing, don't understand that they're causing harm to people out there. And the fact that Penny knew about this and other people hears about this is deeply, deeply hurting to them. And it makes them feel shame, despite the fact that they have done nothing wrong, that someone is using their image or their face for this kind of stuff, which is completely and utterly grotesque in so many ways. And it is absolutely grotesque. We have a very serious situation when it comes to boys and men in society, where there is there's this increasing growing issue in society, in particular with men, thinking that it's okay to treat women like this, or to talk to women and to do stuff like this, to see women as objects. This is something that really needs to be tackled at the heart of, and not just here in the UK, but across the world. We really need to tackle this as a global issue, because I do fear that a lot of men, unfortunately, many men who have never had a proper relationship, or never spoken to women properly, who don't understand how to have a proper relationship with a woman, is a deep issue that needs to be addressed. Education is where the fundamental needs to be done, and it needs to be making sure that all schools are making sure that children understand how important it is to treat everyone, regardless of your sex, of your nationality, of your skin color, of your race, to treat everyone the same. Because we have a lot of people trying to drive a lot of deeply divided hatred among people. And someone who's doing something like this clearly has many, many issues. And unfortunately, we're going to, sadly, and it really pains me to say this, even with the changes in laws that's going to ban this kind of stuff and make it a criminal offence, you're still going to get people out there trying to do this kind of stuff, which is so disgusting and revolting. But we have to call it out for what it is. We have to call it out for what it is, and we need men out there to be told and to be shown that this is not okay, that this is disgusting, this is revolting, and this is not acceptable in any place in society, regardless of whoever the person is. Okay? So, speaking to BBC Newsnight, the former leader of the House of Commons said that her face had been used in an AI-generated deepfake porn, adding it happened to a number of parliamentarians. Deepfakes are images or videos that have been digitally altered using artificial intelligence to replace the face of one person with another. Mordaunt was being interviewed on the programme about advanced age checks that websites with pornographic material must implement before Friday. Speaking on the issues of deepfake porn, she said, the people behind this don't realise the consequences in the real world when they do something like that. It plays across people taking actual real world actions against ourselves. Mordaunt became aware that her face had been used in a deepfake porn after a Channel 4 documentary by Cathy Newman last year revealed that Mordaunt, Tory colleague Dame Priti Patel, Labour's Angela Rayner and several other senior female politicians were victim of the practice. At the time, Newman revealed she was also a victim. Quote, it was violating. It was kind of me, but not me, she said, explaining the video display her face, but not her hair. Earlier this year, the government unveiled plans to make the creation or distribution of sexually explicit deepfakes a criminal offence, following a surge of their proliferation over recent years. The why for me is actually more with children, Mordaunt told Newsnight's Victoria Derbyshire. We wouldn't want people to see these things on the walk to school. If they did, they would be in therapy, but we have seemed to be perfectly happy for them to see it online. And I couldn't 100% agree more with that. Mordaunt also says that she is with the Australians in their decision to ban social media platforms for under 16s. That's a discussion I'll have in another video. She said that the government needed to have some courage in tackling the issue of people like Elon Musk, the owner of X, formerly Twitter. Musk is taking the human race to Mars. I'm sure he can figure out age verification, she said. Mordaunt has held senior positions with previous Conservative governments, including briefly serving as the UK's first female Defence Secretary. She completed in the 2022 Conservative leadership election before serving as the leader of the House of Commons and Lord President of the Council. That gave her a prominent role in the coronation ceremony of King Charles III, during which she held the ceremonial sword for more than an hour. Mordaunt served as an MP for the Portsmouth North constituency for 14 years before becoming one of several high-profile Conservatives to lose her seat in last year's general election. Look, regardless of what you think about her and her policies, and I've made my position clear in the past about her during her time in office, during her time as an MP, there is no place for any of this kind of stuff. We need to ban it, and we need to ban it quick, and we need to make sure that there are no any way, shape or form any kind of loopholes that can give these perpetrators to do these things. And it's not just here, it needs to be done. I'm sure other nations have bans, if not already in place in other parts, but there needs to be a cross coordination with other nations, so that those who may be responsible for doing this, that maybe not be living in the UK, or that those who are living in the UK may be trying to do it in other countries, that there is an international coordination to make sure that anyone, anywhere who tries to do this kind of stuff is found and faces the full wrath of the law. It needs to happen. These people must be held to account on it. And as Penny mentions there, the very possibility that this can happen to children, I don't want to bear that fault, and I'm sure you guys don't want to either. So what do you guys make of this video? What do you guys make about deep fake porn, artificial intelligence ones being used, and how quickly and how thoroughly we must make sure that the law states that it gets outright banned, and how important it is from an international perspective? Let me know down in the comments section below what you guys think of all of this. If you found this video informative or helpful, please hit that like button, share it across social media, subscribe if you haven't already. Do check out Rumble and Patreon for exclusive content on those platforms. And if you want to financially support me in the work that I do on this channel, you can click the join button down below to become a YouTube member for as little as 99p. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.